I vote we ooga booga them with the impact, but that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, you want to torque them?
That'll apply torque, I'm sure.
Let her rip, potato chip!
Alright, so this thing's leaking oil everywhere, and so Steve and I decided we should replace some of the seals in this. This is the input seal for the transmission. This is the entire rear main seal set. We think we just need one of the rear main seals. Well, we got this seal in here. Are we just gonna try and pry this out with a screwdriver? That's what I do, but I'm kind of a hack, so maybe it's not the best. Maybe it's not the best idea.
Well, there's here been thoughts processes on this.
All right.
So you've got the rear main seal that I think is leaking itself.
Yeah.
But the housing that the seal goes into, I'm not sure if it's leaking in the oil pan.
Okay.
So why don't we go ahead? We'll pull that whole housing off, and we'll just silicone it.
All right. Hey, they're actually 10 millimeters. You said they were 10 millimeters. I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, grab the wrong socket 5,000 times. I got it.
All right, cool. Yeah, dude, I've actually, when I was filming that chill video yesterday, it didn't want to focus on either. I think I gotta replace that camera. The goat knocked it over and it was fine for like months, but I think the focus isn't working right now. Alright, so let's see. Now this housing, you say, I might need it. I need something to pry this with, like a screwdriver.
Well, there's 4 10 millimeters and there's 2 that are going through the bottom of the oil pan.
Like these two?
Yeah. Okay. I've done that before, by the way.
Oh! What?
Start prying that dude out and realizing there's a freaking another bolt in the oil pan.
Alright.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't bend the oil pan.
Oh yeah, that would also be bad. Oh, what a pain. Oh yeah!
There you go.
Oh, I miss working on tractors already. Dude, I was thinking about that. If this was a clutch in a tractor, we wouldn't have to do anything upside down. It'd be just like 6 bolts that holds the L housing on. Dude, that's... Seal can't be too dicked if it's this much tension. Alright. There's got to be a trick to this. And that's really in there.
You put it on top of the vise and then just punch it out.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, so there's this bushing which goes in the back of the crankshaft. I think it's really chintzy that they use bushings on these things. You know, on tractors and stuff, it's always a bearing. I think that's vastly superior, but I don't really know what the heck I'm talking about. Mechanic Steve insists it's fine. So he was able to wrestle out the old one, and I guess we're just going to kind of put this thing in here and take this
tap
here.
It, tap, tap.
Yeah, give it the old triple T treatment. That's going in straightish.
Just self-aligning. I asked if you had a bushing driver.
Yeah, I used to play a bushing driver. I don't even know what that is, so I just got a socket. And we're like, it'll be fine. What is a bushing driver?
It's got a little shoulder that.
Oh, that really would be the tool for the job here. Let's just saw the input shaft out of the transmission. It'll be close. We can weld it back on afterwards. Alright,
Steve saves the day again!
Super Steve! Yeah, alright, so I think I'm just going to shove this flywheel on here and get it held on with like 1 bolt, and then I'll put Loctite on all the rest of the bolts, because I'm trying to do this in a way that it's least likely to fall in and smash in my head or whatever. Don't want to end up on whatever it is, live leak, whatever that site is.
And if you smash your head, this video is going on my channel. The real reason Chucky and I stopped making videos.
It's because he's dead. Oh, this does explain a lot. Oh boy. So you'll notice, and this, Steve didn't tell me to do this, it's just something I thought about. Morning to me, a regular old hillbilly mechanic here. I didn't even try to get this clean with like oil and stuff. Steve said in the last clip or a few clips ago we really need to make an effort to do that, because I knew I was going to be fingerprinting the daylights out of it, installifying it, so I figured we'll just
oh, I don't clean it until it's on.
Yeah. See, I thought about this for once.
Yeah, that's a good thought process. Yeah, I don't know if I explained that in the last video or the video on my channel or not, but I don't ever clean the surface until the flywheel's completely on, because you're going to get your greasy handprints all over it. It's like, so why clean it once on the bench and then clean it a second time underneath the car?
So here's a fun fact about metric threads. They are actually, metric threads. This is a fun fact about fine threaded stuff. It's actually stronger than coarse threaded stuff. The reason why everything isn't fine threaded is because fine threaded things are vulnerable to, like, you know, abuse, basically. Or at least that's what I read.
In my head, it's tougher for a fine thread something to back out than it is a coarse thread because the helical angle is different.
The way it was explained to me, there's slightly more contact between the threads on the bolt and the threads in the nut, or in the thing in this case. You know, even though there's smaller threads, there's more. But I don't know. Evidently, it's stronger. I mean, who the heck knows? Try to sound intelligent here.
I got an A negative for both of our responses.
Yeah, it works for me. Hey, how tight should we get these? Just ooga booga them down with the impact?
Nah, we needed to torque them like 7. What size are the bolts?
I don't know, but they say 21 on it. So, you know, 21 pounds, I guess.
I'd be willing to bet it's around like 67 foot-pounds, 65.
You know, so this is the thing with YouTube comments. Everybody's going to Google this and post in the comments, not realizing that by the time they see the video, the entire car's been back together for like 2 weeks already. I appreciate, but you know, it's the effort, right? You got to appreciate that. So thank you, everyone who would do that. No, it smells like burning hardwood. I think the neighbors are smoking stuff, so...
I smell it now.
Yeah, so it'll smell like barbecue over here in a little bit.
Yeah, I
Fringe
smell it.
benefits of living in Texas. Alright, let's see.
2 hours
Flywheel.
later.
61 to 69 foot-pounds.
Yes!
Does that sound rightish?
Yeah,
I'm like 50% sure that's for this engine. Let's try it.
I said 67.
I'm afraid this is going to spin the engine. Should get in there and weld those stupid pistons together. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that fits fairly snuggish. Harbor Freight sockets in my snap-on torque wrench, because they know how to prioritize what they spend money on. I say that before this rounds off a bolt.
Spin that engine.
Bad engine, stay! Oh.
You ain't gonna hold it.
What was that?
You ain't gonna hold that.
Well, I'm gonna hold it if it only moves a little bit, which it seems to be, but I can't tell exactly. Oh. I vote we ooga booga them with the impact, but that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, you want to torque them?
That'll apply torque, I'm sure. Yeah, we can put some sheet metal screws in, like between the bolts.
I like the way you think.
All right, so I think one of us needs to put on some gloves and hold this thing, and the other one needs to run the torque wrench. Which do you want to do?
Well, I'll figure out if I can get to the front of it.
Yeah, so you just got to hooze this down.
Well, I bet you since you got that extra bolt in the flywheel, you pick up like 20 extra horsepower.
Oh, gotta be kidding. I was actually thinking that's the reason they took it out, save on fuel mileage. Alright, so what are we doing here, Steve? I'm a brainlet here, you have to talk me through this. I guess we just take the thing and shove it up on there, right?
Grab that clutch plate, just stick her in the pilot bearing.
Alright.
That's the easiest way, just go ahead and just stab it.
Okay.
Hopefully it fits.
Oh,
There you go.
we in business.
Maybe memory card.
Yeah, well, okay, so that means there's probably not much space left on that because there's only like 27 minutes this morning or something. All right, well, we're most of the way through this. Now we just have to stick the transmission up here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yay! What else am I missing? What's some random good advice? Because I'm still kind of... This is the first time I've done a clutch in anything other than a tractor, and I've only done that once, and it was under supervision.
But if you're going to try to stab the transmission on your own, don't try to force it all the way in. It should slide itself pretty much all the way in. If you think you get to the point like, I should put a bolt in it and draw this close, you're probably not doing it right.
Okay. We'll film it, but it's going to be like a part 2.
Yeah.
Because like I got to clear off some of these memory cards and yeah, logistical problems because I've filmed a lot of stuff and haven't edited quite as much.
There is I don't know, every shop I've ever worked at, including the last employee I had, stabbing a transmission, decided that, you know, we got that half-inch left, let's just draw a bolt in,
Oh,
you know.
suck it down, mate. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It only cost me a whole transmission.
Oh.